Good afternoon, this is Sarah, your healthy carnivore. It's really hot in the UK this afternoon. I am in my car with all the windows open, so you will hear cars coming by, you will hear trains, people walking past. I do apologise for that. And it's just very hot. I am a firm believer that as adults we are allowed to eat however we wish. It's none of my business what anyone else eats. Yes, of course, I'd love other people to be carnivore, but ultimately, we're all grown-ups. We can do what we want. And I also am a firm believer that it really is nobody's business what anyone eats. But I do have some absolutely lovely subscribers who watch my videos regularly, and they deserve to know full transparency, full clarity and the truth with me. This morning, I had a filthy, dirty breakfast. I did. I am not looking for sympathy. I am not looking for encouragement. I'm not looking for criticism. You don't even have to comment, but it's important that I tell you what I did and why I did it. I love being a carnivore. It is the way I feel the best. It is my signature eating. I want to do this 99.9% of the time for the remainder of my whole entire life. But as well as being a carnivore, I'm still a human. And I'm still a human who lives in a carb ditch. I am a human who lives with carb eaters, cooks for carb eaters. And so it is inevitable that at some point, something is going to go wrong for me. I'm not going to apologise, and I don't even feel bad about it. I don't feel guilty or bad about what I did this morning. Like I said, not looking for sympathy, not looking for anything really, just to tell you what I've done so that I cannot ever be accused of being a liar. As you know, I'm going to tell you what I ate very, very quickly. I ate what Kerry from Homestead How calls deep fried birthday cake. I'm not going to go into any full details. You'll either know what that is or you won't. It was one meal, okay? I've just had my lunch. That was bacon and eggs. Tonight's dinner will be beef and salmon. Moving forwards, I will continue with my beef, bacon, salmon and egg regime. I'm now going to tell you why I did it, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. Not looking for sympathy, but it's important that I say why. I'm not making excuses here, I'm just explaining. Not complaining, just explaining, okay? As you know, this week, over the last couple of weeks, I've been looking into why I can't lose weight on carnivore. Some people will say, well, if you stopped eating deep fried birthday cake, you'd lose weight. Yeah, that is an excellent point. I will take that on board. But many of you that follow my videos a lot will know that I can be really, really super strict and disciplined for many weeks in a row and not see any movement. You know, the longest I've ever gone on carnivore is 6 months. And for most of that, the scales did not move and I had to put them in the loft. Very upsetting. That was in 2016. I've been on and off since then. This year, my best year. But I, this week, had the diagnosis of the iron deficiency. And there was half of me delighted, because if you have been struggling to get the weight down for years and years, if you can find out why, and there's something real and tangible to actually try, it gives you hope. But last night I was on an emotional roller coaster. I did talk about it in my short. I did say that I was going to fight the urge to have a bit of a, what you might call a bit of a motorbike going past. A protest binge. Why would I do that? Why would anyone in their sane mind do that? But the reason I did it is because I was very, very, very upset for all of the weeks where I have felt like a failure, like a disaster, like not a good example, like a liar, because obviously you are eating an extreme way and you're not getting any results. People call you a liar, either to your face or they're thinking it. The amount of times I've suspected that people have just thought it without even saying it. I look like a liar, don't I? You know, if you're eating in an extreme way, the weight's going to come off and you look like a liar. or just a disaster area, which is how I've been feeling. And last night my mind just went back. You know how your life can flash in front of your eyes? The last 8.5 years just flashed in front of my eyes, and I thought about all of the times when I stopped being carnivore because I was frustrated, and then started it again to feel better, thinking, yeah, I'm going to stick to this, I'm going to stick to this, I'm going to get what I need, you know, this time next year I'm going to be stunning, but not really thinking it, knowing full well that every week on the scales, nothing, on the scales again, nothing, week after week after week after week, nothing. Did I eat too much salt yesterday? Is it the wrong time in my cycle? Why is my body broken? It's been really traumatic for me, actually. I know that there are worse traumas you can go through. I know that in the whole scheme of life, you know, we're not on the planet for a very long time. In the whole scheme of life, it seems very pathetic. But when you're somebody like me who wants to help other people, it's just frustrating. Because who's going to listen to a fat person doing carnivore? Nobody. And, you know, I've always wanted to set up this channel, but didn't want to do it because I was embarrassed, because I was still, and I hate being interviewed. I mean, the lovely Dave Mack from No Carb Life interviewed me, and I was actually really glad when he turned around and said that you know, it didn't work out on the video. I was actually glad, because I am so traumatized and embarrassed by the fact that there are so many people that do carnivore and the weight just falls off them, and they want to interview people like me, and then I'm mumbling and trying to skirt around the issue. Yeah, I'm not really losing weight, but look at my health benefits. And the reason I had the breakfast I had this morning was because I knew that that feeling of sadness for the last few years was going to simmer. So it was either going to be this morning that it happened, or later on in the winter, nearer to Christmas. You know, if I decide to have a very short retaliation binge, it wasn't even a big binge. It was very small, actually. It wasn't really a binge. It was just an item of food, and now it's done. But it's hard to explain. If you're a comfort eater all your life, and sometimes you just got to get it over and done with. You got to say, right, I'm going to have that, then I'm getting on with my sad, pathetic life. You know, it would have simmered. I would have gone as far as Halloween, or, you know, Christmas or Easter or whatever. It would have sat underneath the surface in me. And so I've now dealt with that sadness. Not in the best way, not in the healthiest way, but I've dealt with it. I feel like I've smashed it over the head with some deep fried cake, got it out of my system, and now I want to keep going. And I will keep going. Like I said, I've just had my bacon and egg. When I get home, I'm having salmon and beef. It's all in the fridge. I totally love being a carnivore. I totally want to carry on. But I just wanted to explain how this thing with the iron, meaning I can't lose weight, is just... I was just really sad yesterday. Excited because I've finally got something to try, but I still need to... I wish I could take a pill and forget the last 4, 5, 6 years of trying to lose weight and not, and trying to lose weight and not. I think this iron deficiency, as a result of heavy periods and black tea, I think this iron deficiency has been simmering for a while. And I had no idea. And I cannot tell you how grateful I am to the lovely lady Daria who suggested it. Because literally, if she hadn't, we'd be talking another 8.5 years of just not going anywhere. You know, I did a 36-hour fast earlier in the week. Nothing. So my absolute focus moving forward now is absolutely staying clean, but the main focus is getting that iron up. So priority number 1, do whatever it takes to get that iron up. I've got a good supplement which I will share with you later. I'm off the tea permanently, which is sad, but I'm going to have to deal with that. Prioritising eating beef for every meal. So even if I have bacon and eggs or I have salmon, I'm going to throw some beef in every single meal. Drinking water. Not delighted about that over the winter, but I have to suck it up. Buttercup. Second priority is obviously staying clean carnivore. I've got my little moment this morning over and done with, so that will no longer simmer. You probably think that's crazy, but this is just me. This is how my brain operates. I know that if I didn't have that little moment this morning with that disgusting toxic food, it was probably going to happen later. Let's get it done, get it over and done with, get on with my journey. Probably not going to reset all my timers on my phone back to day one, because that's just going to make me even more upset and depressed. You know, I'm just going to keep going. I've had my little moment. I'm moving on. If you don't approve of that, then you're judging me. And the last thing any of us people that are struggling need is being judged, because no one can judge us more than we judge ourselves. Believe me, no one could ever be as hard on me as I am on myself. So you really don't need to say anything bad to me, because actually I don't even feel bad about it. I'm not even going to beat myself up over this. So you can beat me up if you like, but I don't even feel bad, and I'm not going to apologise. It was just what it was. It was just what it was. So, yeah. Moving forward, I'm going to eat my meat, drink my water. I'm not going to drink any tea. I'm going to supplement with my iron, and hopefully over the next 3 or 4 months I'll be able to get that up to a sensible level, and my body will say, fine, I'll lose the weight now. That's my little story. Please don't leave me any sympathy. You don't even need to comment. I'm just making sure I'm honest. You have a great day. See you later. Bye.